Ich träume und die Welt erzittert.
There's not a day that I wake up and do not pinch myself and be grateful for everything in my life.
You ask Conor McGregor and he'll tell you he was destined to be the best fighter in the UFC.
I knew everything would happen. You always hear, I cannot believe it, I can't believe it, but I could believe it and I did believe it, so that's why it happened.
In fact, he's ready to take over the organization. Just give him time.
The Zuffa head office, that's where I feel I will head when this is all said and done. I feel I will have an office bang in the middle of Dana and Lorenzo's office. You know, Dana's office is there, Lorenzo's office is there, and my office will be bang in the middle.
Growing up in Dublin, a big office wasn't in his plans. He was more concerned about taking out the bully on the block.
There was many times where I fought, and there was many times where I backed down. So I was no different than any young kid. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose.
McGregor started boxing as a teenager and quickly moved into mixed martial arts. He witnessed his first UFC fight in 2009 and said, "That's what I want to do." He quickly rose up the ranks and found himself in the UFC and hasn't looked back. His last loss was in Ireland in 2010. As one of the two biggest stars in the sport, I asked Conor who would be most proud of his accomplishments, his father or his mother.
I think they're both equally proud of me. I mean, to see their son achieve their dreams, they're both big fans of what's happening here. My father is a big fan of the sport since he saw my success, and you know, he showed up at every fight. And then my mother has, I could be doing anything and my mother would have my back.
27 years old and living the life he always dreamed. His fans call him the Celtic Tiger or the Irish Ali. They even say the UFC stands for United for Conor.
This story has never been told before. There has never been another man in this position. Even in this sport, you know, before me, no one had a registered a win inside the octagon, let alone headline events, let alone win world titles. So,
coming off his knockout win over Mendez, the featherweight finally gets his chance to fight champion Jose Aldo in UFC 194. It'll take place in December in Las Vegas. Conor is already a 2-1 favorite.
What else can I say? He went running. Now he claims he's back. We'll see. I'll be there like I was there July 11th.
The former plumber from Dublin is right where he thought he would be, even challenging boxing's pound-for-pound king Floyd Mayweather. He recently told The Guardian he'd dismantle him in seconds in a fight that would generate $500 million. Who knows? But that's why they're united for Conor in the UFC. Chris Matthews, 8 Sports Now.
How did you prepare for that?
I'm fighting myself, you know what I mean? There is no opponent, you're against yourself in there, you know what I mean? I just focus on what I'm going to do and what I'm doing in training, and that's it. I just keep a calm mind and go in, look to be creative and let things happen naturally, you know what I mean? I don't think too much about the other guy.
Have you watched his fights a lot? Or
I watch a little bit, yeah. I don't like to watch too much. A little bit, the first round of his last one against the judo guy I've watched. I don't watch too much of them now.
And you're talking about, you know, proving to the world. You proved to Ireland. I think what Frank said as well before is you proved to Ireland. Now you have a chance to prove to the rest of the world. Yeah. And I think that's a lot what the Swedes had to do. Now that you've seen been here once, coming back again, but last time was exactly that. Sweden proving that we have worthy mixed martial arts. Do you feel like you're a front runner, so to speak, for Ireland?
Yeah, I'm definitely leading the pack, and I'm going to go in there and represent my country. You know what I mean? I'm going to rock that tricolour with pride. And no matter what happens, because anything can happen in there, is why we love this game. You know what I mean? Anything can happen on the night. I'm going to go in and fight until it's over and wear my heart on my sleeve. And I can't lose then, you know what I mean? I can only win then. So I'm looking forward to going in and fighting with pride, you know what I mean? The pride of my country behind me.
Do you expect a lot of Irish people to be here?
Yeah, there's a good few coming over that I know of.
Yeah. Ryanair thing going, or
Ryanair.
I don't know.
Most
I don't know about that now, but I know Gunny, the Icelandic. They like the airlines people have like planes for him, or they organise deals
Really?
and they fly them all. So he had like 3 planes coming over. That'd be a great thing if that happened. Maybe in the future. I mean, again, I'm the first guy. You know what I mean? So I'm looking to bring mixed martial arts to the Irish public. You know, and show them a true martial artist in myself.
We've seen great boxers come out of Ireland. Wayne Pocket Rocky, my colleague, who you know as well, lives in Vegas, worked at least for the UFC, and we've seen plenty of great boxing out of Ireland. Mixed martial arts, how big is it in Ireland?
It's grown every day. We have a long history of boxing. You know, we've had some great boxers over the years, some great world champions, and our Olympians are some of the best in the world. You know what I mean? So.
And Muay Thai as well. You got great Thai boxers out of Ireland as well.
Yeah. Again, we're lovers of combat in our country. You know what I mean? This is why I'm proud to be here and proud to fight in the purest form of combat. You know what I mean?
It'll be fun.
I'm gonna get in there and I'm gonna fight. You know, I'm gonna put on a show. Trust me on that. People can say all they want about. I haven't fought UFC caliber opponents, but I am a UFC caliber opponent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna prove that, and it's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to it.
So are we.
Yeah, we're looking forward. That's like we said. It's one of the
So
fights
are
we're
we.
looking forward to. Bruno, Cage Rage, right?
Cage Warriors.
Cage Warriors.
Yeah.
You're fighting Cage Rage or Cage
Yes,
Warriors?
Cage Warriors.
Cage Warriors as
Yeah,
well.
we have at the same show. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what's it like? Have you fought in England before? Have you fought in Ireland?
No, I fought in Wales Wales, England, but I haven't fought
Very
in
well.
Ireland. Yeah.
Done real good.
They're gonna have a show in July. I guess.
June 1st. Cahill is defending his belt. Yeah.
May,
So-
June, and July. It's May 3rd, May 4th, June.
Oh, they
July.
have serious
Yeah.
amount of shows. Now,
They
Cage
have-
Warriors is
Yeah.
a top quality promotion. You know, like Frank said earlier about Irish opponents, and I beat Irish opponents and what he said something like that. But you know what I mean, the top quality opponents, guys that are on Cage Warriors, they're not just Irish opponents. You know what I mean, Bruno's a top quality opponent that fights in Cage Warriors. Guys that have come from Cage Warriors have had the Cage Warriors title: Mike Bisping, Dan Hardy, Bigfoot Silva, Ross Pearson. A lot of UFC guys, you know what I mean? And I've gone in and I've held 2 belts at the same
Shane
time.
Mills.
Held the lightweight
Many
belt,
guys.
155 pound, and the featherweight belt, 145 pound. Haven't
At the
been
same
touched.
time?
At the same damn time, yeah. So you know what I mean?
You like to fight.
And I never fought an Irish guy for those belts. You know what I mean? So I've been fighting. My last opponent was
The
21
last
wins,
guy,
3
exactly,
losses.
the
You know what I mean?
last guy
That's a
was-
serious record in MMA. 21 wins, 3 losses. His only losses were decision losses to your man, the other Swede that's on the card, Coruscant. He
Akira,
decisioned them.
Lost decision to Akira.
Another UFC guy, Anton Quivanine, I think he was cut, but he only
the
decisions.
Finnish
You know what I mean?
guy.
I stopped him in 1 round. So people can say what they want about opponents, and I haven't fought active opponents, and I can say what I want as well. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you can say it all you want. It's about going in and showing it, and that's what I will do on Saturday night. Trust me on that. I'm going to
That
go in
sounds
and
good.
I'm going to
We're
show it.
looking forward to it. I like this. I like the mentality. I like the
That's what I was
confidence.
saying earlier about this fight. Is that like I like the mental game both guys are playing outside the cage,
Yeah.
and then how they're both going to approach this fight no matter what. Because like Marcus is one of those guys that always raises. He always makes an exciting fight no matter what. And obviously, he's an exciting fighter as well. So it's going to be one of those things where everything's going to kind of let's find out whether am I the small in this case, am I the big fish in the small pond, or am I the medium-sized fish that's now in everybody's pond? Like which one am I? And then now it's
I'm the
moving
champ.
up, you know, so it's one of those games you kind of figure out. That's why I like, especially with the matchmaking in UFC, because they grab guys like, I'm not real sure. I'm not real sure about him, but it's gonna be great fight. See what happens. Almost like I was saying earlier, stop looking at the names. Pay attention to the fight itself. The fight's gonna be fireworks. That's why I want to be paying attention to this fight, because I want to see what's going to happen. I'm interested in how this whole thing pans out.
Oh,
Do we
it's a
think it
great
could be
fight.
the fight of the night?
You're hoping so this week.
No, I'm not hoping for fight of the night. To me, a fight of the night is a loss. I'm looking to dominate. I'm not looking for fight
So
of
you're
the
looking
night.
for
Fight of the night
knockout
to
of the
me,
night?
Yeah.
fight of the night must make the contest close. I'm not going in just to take part. I'm going in to dominate. So fight of the night to me is second place. So I'm looking for the finish. I'm looking for some sort of.
That is good.
There should be a performance of the night. There should be a performance of the night. A fight of the night. Fight of the night is great. Don't get me wrong. I love a good fight of the night. But to me, a fight of the night is not what I'm after. I'm looking for a performance of the night, sub of the night, KO of the night.
I was
Either
going to
one
be
of
a
them.
bit prejudiced and say that for me, fight of the night is sort of like an Irish fight. Because it's going to be hard, it's going to be tough, it's going to be blood in there.
Super close.
You're born in England and Wales, you're from Ireland, you're born in England. What is it about the Ireland breed? What's up with you guys out there?
I
Yeah,
don't know.
you just like it.
They're
Yeah,
like America's Hawaii.
yeah,
Hawaii,
pretty much.
yeah.
Yeah,
They're
island
bred
people.
like their entire establishment as a country was a fight to begin with, and they've been fighting their entire lives, and all they do is fight. They're raised. Their great grandfathers fought. Their grandfathers fought. They fight. It's the mentality. You go over there. I go to Dublin every other year. And
I
it's-
seen you a few
and
years ago.
It's amazing over there.
Was
I keep
it
going
nice
back.
year?
I was supposed to go this year. I couldn't
Years
get, I
ago, I
couldn't get
saw you out of
It's so much fun.
outside of a nightclub. Yeah. I
He's
was
down
like,
on-
Frank
down on
Clay,
Temple-
man. I was
down on
thinking,
Temple Bar.
yeah, he's down on Temple Bar. Yeah. He's down on Temple Bar.
Was I standing up or was I on my knees?
And then they started a fight outside the
I was like,
bar.
oh, Frank Clay. I was like, getting a pizza.
Yeah, so I because of that mentality. Like you walk in there and everyone in there is like, okay, and it's not new school like we have in America. Where a guy drops and a gun comes out, a knife comes out, someone's got a bat.
I wouldn't call that new school. I think
It's old school is now they come in and like you go to fight breaks up. Okay, all right, you a beer. You trip the tree. Okay, here's a beer. Like that's the end of it. It's over.
Yeah.
And I kind of like that mentality about a whole culture where they're like, yeah, we'll fight tooth and nail every day, every time. But at the end of it, it was just a fight. We're okay. We'll move on to something else. So it's fun for me to go over there, and that's why I like watching Irish fighters when they make the jump out of the organizations into like back then it was Strikeforce and now just the UFC. And when they jump up, it's like, what are they going to do and how's it going to work? Because the passion that you see from these guys. That come in. That's what makes the fight.
Can I name one more Irish fighters that we should keep our eyes on and that we should look forward to seeing in the future?
Hey man, my whole the gym is full of guys. I'm the first, but I'm gonna kick in the door. You know what I mean? I'm gonna open the door for my country, man. We're gonna be flooding the place soon enough. You know what I mean? So if I was to give you names out of the gym, Cathal Pendred, cage-wise welterweight champ. Bruno fought him, had a great fight with him. Paddy Houlihan, another. He's heading over. He's a bantamweight 10-0.
I was going to say, it had to be a Paddy in there.
Paddy, yeah, he's